Hey man, we got
Steel Studio. We're back.
Steel Studio. Hey, subscribe, guys. Subscribe. We got a ton of support from this show, and we appreciate it as usual.
Yeah.
Got these new towels. I don't know if you've seen these. The Styx Renegade towel.
That's right.
And it's pretty cool. It has the lyrics to the Renegade, and it says on there, "Use in case of a Steelers defensive emergency." So yeah. I said I wasn't going to do that this year with the superstitious stuff, but I will.
Have you ever shown your towel on the video?
The one from 1974 or whatever?
No. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one that's
I'll have to bring
it's almost turned white from like fading over time now. And
I've chewed it.
You've chewed it out of nervousness.
Probably have a lot of that in my kidney or liver or whatever.
It's working.
When they cut me open, I'll
still alive. It reminds me of that always reminds me of the Tommy Maddox days because everything was like, oh my god.
Oh, it was like they were like cardiac kids, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Hey, one thing I want to do. We played well. It was preseason, but I'm in preseason too. I got an Icy Light, so I'm gonna celebrate with a beer. And this week it's Icy Light, brought to you by Icy Light.
Speaking of alcohol,
City Light.
Speaking of alcohol,
yes.
While you're pouring the celebratory weekly beer, I'm gonna give a non-weekly shout out, just a one-time shout out. Alcohol. If you guys haven't seen this, get your hands on it.
Whoa, you got it!
I did get it. I got the last one in our area.
Wow.
Apparently, that's what the lady said. She said they're not ordering anymore.
What did you have to do with her to get it? What did you have to do with the lady?
You don't want to know. She didn't even have any teeth. I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's not so bad.
No, like the Bradshaw bourbon. If you guys haven't seen it.
Oh, that is beautiful, man.
Get it. It's not bad.
How much was it?
I was gonna say it's not that expensive. It was like $36 or something.
That's not bad.
It's not cheap.
Are you gonna drink it or just keep it?
I'm gonna keep it. You know, if we win Super Bowl, I'll open it.
Oh, that's great, man.
That's what.
Yeah, well, we should get Terry on the show and talk about it.
We should.
We should try to do that.
Yeah, we were emailing him last week.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
He's
a good dude.
I was thinking. I was looking over there. I couldn't remember if you have the Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, you do. You have peanut butter, but yours is empty. Mine's never been open. I think I gave you that.
How many years did you wait to eat that?
I never ate it. It's like somebody
who ate it?
Somebody ate it. I also have the bed of salsa, but I think it leaked, so that might be ruined. But I had 2 of them, so it'll be okay. Anyway, hey, it was preseason, but Ben came in. All of a sudden, we did something. We did a little play action. It's amazing how when you do some play action, you saw that big play to Najee.
I did.
And,
it opens things up
People
fast.
don't realize how much a running game is going to change this offense.
Yeah. Well, look at the first 6 weeks of last year.
And, I was thinking today, when you run play action, people aren't going to blitz as much because they're stopped, freezes the defense. It gives you a few more seconds before you can get the rush coming in. So that's and Ben already gets rid of the ball quicker. People do not factor this stuff in, and we keep talking about this, but
no, it's something we have to. We did see it. Now there's a few things that bothered me with it. One, the first drive that he was in there, the entire drive was no play action, nothing under center.
Right, it was last year's offense.
It was last year's offense.
That was by design.
But maybe they don't want to maybe show too much.
I think they're still going to use some remnants of last year's offense though, because Ben did get rid of the ball quick. There's
the reason we went 12-4. I mean, it's not bad.
You just need the other stuff. But he did do a lot of air play action. There was no running back there.
I was just going to say
maybe he was just practicing it.
I was going to ask if you think that worked. I mean, because if a running back is going this way and then blocking, and then not even running through it to do a wheel around or anything.
It's the invisible ghost play action.
Play action over here.
What if he actually did that and then you saw the ball moving down the field and there was nobody there? Now that would freak him out. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, Rudolph did it too. Now, the question is, though, are they doing it on purpose? Because if you look, I mean, it was the Lions.
I think
their
they're
linebackers
doing it
still
to practice it. Ben hasn't done it in years.
We're that far back, though? I mean, high school quarterbacks do this. So the question becomes, it looked like it still worked, didn't it? I mean, the linebackers still froze.
Yeah, they did.
And so, does it matter?
Yeah, offensively, I thought we looked fine. Claypool didn't even play, of course. And The O-line did fine. There was some good. There was some bad. But we talked about this. There's going to be some bad early in the season.
It's expected. Yeah,
they've
got a gel
right
still.
Pat Freiermuth, how about him? He's a stud, man. The dude catches everything.
Yeah,
and those 2 picks are huge.
Yeah, he's never dropped one in the end zone, right?
He's never even dropped. I don't think he's dropped.
He's never dropped
a
pass since college. In camp?
It's crazy.
Yeah, wow. The guy's.
I heard he even was sleeping. Somebody threw one toward him and he caught it.
The kid
was crazy. That'd be amazing.
On that note, I do know that Canada said. He said it's a game of inches, right? And people give Freiermuth inches all the time. I don't think he's a rookie or whatever. He finds a way to earn those inches, and he will continue to dominate if he does. So
and Ebron had that drop, but that was a good play by the defender. But I thought he played well. He's going to be fine too. I think Pat's play is going to elevate Ebron's play. He's not just going to be able to loaf around, and he's going to have to keep a spot and earn it and play. And
that's good for
everybody
him.
Loves
it'll make him
team.
healthy. Competition's healthy. It's good.
Everybody loves playing for this team.
Nick Vanette didn't like playing for this team.
I think
he was happy to get at it
again.
Is he really?
Yeah,
that dude's done. His career's done. I just thought that was interesting because we thought that was going to be a good pickup, and he wanted to get the hell out of here, which is surprising.
I don't know why. But
so,
anyway, that was encouraging. Dotson, clearly the best lineman we have.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm a little concerned with Chooks because he struggled. But, if they're going to sign somebody, if they think that, they'll just sign somebody. And, Dan Moore's on the rise. Dan Moore is last year's Dotson.
I hope so.
In my opinion. Oh, he's going to be
I hope
a
so,
stud, man. He's really looking well. He's really playing well. And I don't think he'll start. We don't do that usually. But
we're going to need people. We're going to need depth because something happens every year.
And I think we have more depth on our O-line than we did last year. I mean, Finney could be a starter on most teams.
Haig's just fine. He'd probably potentially be a starter.
I don't know if I
want
Haig starting every week, but
no. But he can play.
Yeah, he can play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really.
It's not like Rashard Coward is our next guy out there.
If they added a tackle or a center backup.
People are saying we're going to pick up Derwin Gray. The Jags just waived him. That dude is third string material. There's a reason he got waived. We've got money. Get somebody good.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they signed an Okun or something like that. I mean, we're not going to pay him $8 million like he thinks he's getting, but no one's giving him that.
It hasn't happened. Yeah, no. It's possible.
And then, that was the offensively. Deontay Johnson played well. Defensively, what'd you think? I looked like Joe Schobert was a little lost. He admitted
it. Yeah. In new scheme, our matchups. It's still Keith Butler pisses me off with this, man. You've got Sutton guarding a tight end, and on the same play you've got Schobert guarding a guy who runs a 4.340.
Yeah,
of course he's going to get beat. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And then I thought I'm still a little nervous about corner.
Yeah.
They say Pierre's doing everything they ask. He tackles a catch. Doesn't seem like he's there though. He's like a second late. Maybe he's thinking.
I mean, 2 years ago he was undrafted. His 40 was like a 4.6. He's not that fast.
Actually, Lamar Jackson's cousin.
I have that in the notes here.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Do we know that if that's actually true?
I don't know.
I mean, because
the
quote was like
he's Taylor Swift's cousin. So
that is actually true.
That is true. Taylor, we are your cousin.
Eighth cousin. You're her eighth. I'm her ninth. She won't accept our Facebook friend request.
Somewhere in between.
And no, it's closer than that. You can see it on the family chart. Get out on the family tree. Get at it. You can see it.
Yeah,
anyways, you know what? Her family won't accept our friend request on Facebook. They think they're high and mighty, but when the Steel Studio is bigger than Taylor Swift, we will see.
That's right. And we'll have
So like and subscribe, please.
She can do our intro.
I'm good.
Anyway, that's the defense. You got to remember though, we don't really scheme in these games. Of course, neither Detroit. You just kind of play a soft cover too, or
Yeah.
But I thought Highsmith and Ingram are monsters, man.
Yeah. And that rotation's gonna be great.
Hayward and Lulu look good. We still don't have Tuitt and Watt.
So Keith Butler, a few things that you just mentioned all came up. So Keith Butler said that we're not going to use dime much this year. So I don't think our defense is going to be scheming a lot either. Some nickel and some 3-4
football like the old days.
Yeah, and I think we've got the aggression to do it.
Right.
Which is good.
Dime didn't work last year.
No.
And you saw what the Browns did to us when we went to dime.
Oh, they just threw all over slant.
All over us.
Yep. There's big gaps in the dime. I mean, you're just leaving shit wide open.
It's like playing quarter on Madden. Why can't I stop the run?
Yeah. He also said today about Keith. I mean, when Keith Butler comes into the media shit, it's always funny.
Idiots don't own it.
Yeah, whenever he's talking about it, you're like, man, just all right. Anyways, he talked about T.J. Watt and to it. He said T.J. Watt, he's kind of afraid that he's not going to be ready for hitting when he comes back in week 1.
Wow.
Which is interesting. I mean, T.J. Watt's been there.
I mean,
but yeah,
I'm getting a little nervous if they don't sign him this week.
It needs to happen by next Monday at the latest.
But we'll be okay without him. But I'd love to have him. Imagine those 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Last thing we want is Ingram to have to.
T.J. Watt will get signed.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
But he needs to be ready.
I'm going to be at Rooney's house.
The thing becomes
taking stuff out of his house.
He will be signed. But it becomes a question. I mean, if we're giving you $29-30 million a year, I get it. You don't want to sign because you're getting injured before then. But you need to fucking be ready then. Week 1.
I would start practicing now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think I would have played in this game, but I would say, you know what? I'm practicing.
Yeah. You need to be ready come week 1 to earn that money.
Yeah. You can't sit out.
That's
because let's say he sits out and then Ingram gets hurt, and then we could have had. I mean, Highsmith's a monster. We get these 3. Yeah. That's going to be huge.
Yep.
Huge.
So, but on the flip side, Butler said that for Tuitt practicing, his only comment was, well, when we need him back, he'll come back. It's like very opposite, which is kind of interesting.
We need Tuitt.
We do need Tuitt.
Sacks last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and I hope he can get through what he's going through. I mean, they did the contract extension. They're not going to. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure
he'll be back.
Needs him. Maybe he needs to play for his brother. He needs to dedicate this season to his brother and
fight like hell, man.
Yeah,
fight like hell.
Do, and he will. I think he will.
It was just interesting to hear Keith Butler's like flip flopping on each player.
Yeah, well, we need T.J. Watt. He's the best player in the league. But I'm sure that one of him and Donald, you know. But I'm sure that he appreciates the Steelers standing behind him. And that's what we do. We're family.
Yeah. Yep.
So you know, all in all, it was a good game. I couldn't hardly watch. I mean, I thought Mason played well. He's played well. He's not Ben. I mean, there was a step down, and there's a little bit of a step down between Mason and Haskins, despite what all these people say.
Yeah, we should not get rid of Mason.
No.
Mason still has a winning record as a backup quarterback, which is not common around the league.
Haskins is going to make the team.
Yeah, of course.
But he's not ready, and he's learned a lot. He's already come a long ways, I think.
So, a couple underground Steelers forums are saying that Canada wants Dobbs to retire as a player and come back as a coach immediately.
Oh, I would love that, man.
That's interesting.
I thought of that last night.
Yeah.
I thought of that last night. He'd be great because he's not going to be an NFL quarterback.
You know what? I think he is. He's a good third string quarterback though for somebody. I think somebody will pick him up. But if he were to do that, I think the dude's got a brain. He's got a brain. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be great offensive assistant.
He would make a hell of a lot less money though. Even league minimum is $800K now.
What if he did that, retired, and then guys got hurt? Could he unretire real fast?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're still can be a player. Yeah. Come right back, man. He's our everything. He'll be.
I don't think if we cut him, he'll make it to the practice squad.
Someone will pick him up fast off waivers.
I mean, it sucks because I love the guy. The guy. He's such a team player and so smart, and he's not bad.
No, he's like I said, he's a good third string quarterback.
I thought we should have used him. In that last game against the Browns last year.
Right.
Doing a little read option, and we didn't, did we?
No.
It was a game before that. I think he did that. We didn't do it in that game.
It's kind of an interesting problem to have though, because last year we cut Duck to keep Dobbs, and now Dobbs we can't even keep because we just keep upgrading and upgrading
yeah, we
and
do.
upgrading.
And you look
it's
even
sad.
You look at a few years ago, the receiving room. We had Kobe Hamilton in the playoffs. Who? Where's that guy at?
That's not just a few years ago.
Groceries?
That's not just that was a long time ago, isn't it?
No, it was like 2017, man.
Was it? It seems further back than that, doesn't it?
No, I don't think so. Look it up, man.
He was on our 2017 team?
I think so.
No, get out of here.
We had him and Eli Rogers, who I don't think's in the league anymore.
No.
And somebody else, too.
Terrence Hayward Bay.
Yeah.
He was always on the team.
Though.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
Time does fly by, though.
Yeah.
Time does fly by.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Haskins is starting the next game.
Yep, Carolina.
And I think Carolina's playing their starting D. So
we'll see if he's actually made of something.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. It'll be fun. I think we're starting a lot of our starters, which I don't agree with. Harris isn't playing. Ben's not playing.
Yeah, that's
good. I don't think our receivers should play and stuff. Do you?
It depends on the receiver. I wouldn't play Juju.
Right.
I'd probably play Johnson. He's got to learn. I mean, he's been way better about catching the ball.
Claypool.
I would not play. Not after an injury, no. I would maybe play Deontay for a quarter, and then Washington and everybody else in there.
And then we have 2 weeks before the next game, which is crazy, for the first game.
Yeah. So do we do our final 53 then next week?
After they have their final 53?
When's the last...
the 31st are the cuts.
Is it really? Because we're only down to 80 right now.
Yeah, I think it's next.
I thought that there was 2 more increments.
No, it's after this game.
Shit, I didn't realize that. Well,
so
I guess
we can do our 53 today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a lot of sad feelings about some of that. Like some of the guys that are gonna go, it's just like they're good.
I had a hard time actually doing mine.
Yeah.
I did, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I still think we just have 1 or 2 more spots. We need to add some veterans. But then if we do that, we have
someone's
to cut
going down.
People, and that's terrible because there's so much young potential. Guys like Coward. I don't think Coward's ready right now, but I think he could be a good guard in this league in a year or 2.
Yeah. Well, he filmed in fine when he was in Chicago.
But I think we'll talk about this, but I think we keep 10 linemen. We'll probably
10 linemen. So how instead of 8? So who do we drop? Do we have 6 D linemen?
I have my thing.
So we have 6 D linemen and 3 running backs? I mean, geez, 5 corners? I don't know what you do to keep 10 linemen.
I did it, man.
I would say 9.
Well, who are we cutting?
We'll go through it.
All right.
You want to go through it first?
Yeah, we can do that. So, a quarterback, we probably are the same. Ben, Haskins, and Mason.
Dobbs goes down.
Right.
Yep. I don't have mine written out on my thing. I forgot my notes.
The running backs I had 5 running backs.
Oh, my God. And you had 10 linemen?
9 linemen.
Okay, I'm like, how the hell are you?
I had Harris, McFarland, Snell, Balaj, and Derek Watt. Derek Watt I counted too.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
What about, who do you think it's Snell or do you think it's Samuels?
This was my biggest. Samuels is going to be gone.
Samuels has played well, though.
I know. Well, but here's the thing, man. If you look back to the past 2 years, who has played better in games the last 2 years?
Snell.
They're going to go with Snell.
Yeah.
And they're going to go with McFarland.
And Balaj earned it.
And so, but then my thought, I'm like, man, they could end up with 3 based on who we need to keep. But then I'm like, I don't know who that 4th would be to get rid of. Or that.
Well, if they only keep 3, I think Snell's gone.
Yeah, well, this is where I start to think they use one of them for a trade.
But Balaj could be, if Harris gets hurt, he can carry the rock, I think, for a couple weeks. He's not going to be Harris, but...
Well, I thought if Harris gets hurt, you have a strong rotation between Snell and Balaj. I don't think McFarland is good at all, but they're going to keep him.
He's flashy, but I don't think
they're
he's
going to keep him.
Running back.
Yeah, he. So this is my thought: is I would trade Snell, and somebody would get him
for a 4th.
I was going to say like a 5th or 6th.
Yeah,
and someone would get him. We need that draft
trade
pick.
Somebody.
Yeah,
we have too much talent not to.
But people know that we could be dropping him and Samuels too, and so people could be waiting.
That's true.
I mean, that's coming. So
I honestly think the NFL needs to go like 55, 56.
Yeah, I would agree.
And you should
53 is an odd number too. You should be able to dress your entire team.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yep.
Offensive line, I had Green, Hassenauer. I had Finney. A lot of people think Finney's getting cut. I don't. They love Finney.
No.
He's a Steeler.
Yep.
Dotson.
Yep.
Turner, Chooks, Moore, Haig, and Banner.
I guess it does have to be 9 because I can't imagine who you would drop.
But if we do sign a veteran,
Haig's gone.
Haig or, I guess I didn't keep what's his name.
Coward.
He
would go down to practice squad. I think someone would. He's a 50-50 on if he gets poached, but I think he'll
get poached. I did have my 3 tight ends, so you agree to same lineman?
Yeah.
I had Freiermuth, Ebron, and Gentry instead of...
Raiders going down. Yeah, that's who I had.
A lot of people think Raider. He's a better blocker, but Gentry's played well. He's blocked better than he did. Gentry was in there a lot with the starters this last game.
Gentry's going to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a certain vibe. I mean, you just feel it. There's a confidence level. There's a bunch of factors, but...
And boy, just looking at a side note, this offense... Randy Fichtner's a great dude. He was at the Hall of Fame thing. I don't know if you knew that. And him and his wife. He lives around here, actually.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. He just pissed me off.
You see the difference already in our offense? It seemed like he didn't know what he was doing.
I do. There's just a lot of growth in people who, and there's just a lot of people that we thought weren't that talented. They very quickly started flashing skills.
Right. Receivers, of course.
Receivers is tough too.
Well,
we know who's staying. The 5, right?
Yeah, I don't think we keep 6. Juju, Ray, Claypool, Johnson, Washington.
So here's the thing. I like 3 people after them.
I do. Yeah, I like
all 3 of them, but it's going to be Rico and Rico. What did I say? Is Bussy and Sexton are going to practice squad, and I don't think both will get poached, but I think both will get picked up.
Simmons or whatever, and Johnson. No.
Johnson played pretty good 2 weeks ago.
Didn't play. Yeah, they didn't play much.
Yeah, they didn't play much this past game, but that's how we know that they're not going to make the team.
Yeah, you're probably right. No one will poach them either. I don't think.
I think Sexton's the only one that could potentially get grabbed.
Because he's a returner.
Yeah, and he's fast.
He'll be like
just fast.
The guy we lost to Denver a couple years ago.
Spencer. Yep.
Defense. The defensive linemen, I have Tuitt, Hayward, Alualu, Loudermilk, Davis, and Wormley. I say Bugs gets cut. Which it's kind of hard because Bugs hasn't played bad.
Yep. I think that's the same that I've seen across the board everywhere. Yeah.
Linebacker.
Outside. Are you doing inside or outside?
Inside. Schobert, Bush, Spillane, and Allen.
So you have Johnson going down.
I do.
Yeah, I thought that too, and I saw that a couple podcasts and a couple other places had 5 inside linebackers. We don't carry 5 normally.
I think we'll have 5 outside linebackers.
I think so too. It's because of Jones and Marsh, right?
James is making his team.
And so is Marsh, though. They'll put him on for special teams.
Watt, Highsmith, Ingram.
Yep, that's okay. So that's exactly what I did. That's exact. A lot of places have been doing 4 then, cutting Jones and having Johnson inside.
He'll make the practice squad. No one can take him.
Yeah, no. He hasn't done anything flashy.
We know that.
Yep.
Corner, Hayden, Sutton, Pierre, Lane, Millette. Millette could get cut.
That was my question, is them cutting Antoine Brooks Jr., does that say that Millette's injury isn't that bad?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah. That's what I thought too, but I'm like, man,
I was surprised.
He was on Twitter making it sound like back. The way he's tweeting on there, it's like the end of the world. He's like, I'll be back. Yeah,
he might be.
But it's like, well, then what the hell?
If that's the case, we're signing somebody else.
We're signing somebody anyways. We don't make $20 million cap room for nothing.
That's true, and we are.
Yep.
At safety, Minka, Killebrew, Edmonds, and Norwood. I didn't think Norwood would be the guy, but he really looked good last week. And I did hear they're giving Norwood a chance in the slot this week.
I heard that as well. Yeah, that's cool, and he's fast enough.
And Millette can play safety too. Yeah, he did for the Jets. So.
You know what's really sad, man, is how many undrafted free agents we brought in for DB, both positions, sort of all safety and corner, different variations, and how they have just not worked out.
No, I'm a little concerned there, man.
There's just no depth.
We need to sign somebody. One guy can make all the difference.
So if we sign a cornerback, who goes down? Millette. And that's kind of surprising, though, because he's playing fine.
I don't know why we didn't sign that guy from the Jets. That was the other guy.
Poole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not.
Did somebody else pick him up?
Yeah, And then, of course, I think the rookie punter makes it. We could trade the other guy.
Barry? No, we cut him last year, and nobody picked him up. No.
And then Boswell, and who's the long snapper going to be?
We don't know yet. Yeah, there's a battle, which is kind of exciting.
I think
it never happens. They go with who they know. Yeah. But it's kind of fun though because it's different.
Right.
It's kind of exciting. I had the exact same thing except I said, "What the hell? Are you looking at shirtless men pictures?"
What? Shelly sent me that.
Fuck in the middle of the podcast. He's looking at naked dudes on his phone.
No, it was a guy that was bartending for us last night.
And he sent you nude pics?
No, she sent me a picture of him with his shirt off.
He sent him and his shirt off to your fiance.
No, she's on his Facebook because he doesn't even like women. He likes guys.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently you like him.
Yeah. No, it's not true. I think he's actually a Browns fan, so that explains a lot.
That sucks. That is really gay. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna get kicked off YouTube.
No. We're just playing.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But damn her.
I just looked down. I'm like, what are you looking at, man?
Hey, just so you know, we're father and son, so we do this stupid stuff.
Having a good time.
We're trying to be serious here. This is a Steelers podcast, but we're having fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're not doing this. We're not having fun.
I swear there's only water in this water bottle, too, man. So, the punter thing, there's no way they keep. I like Harvin, but they're going to keep Barry over Harvin, I think.
What?
I do think so.
Wow.
You don't think so?
I don't. Really? Harvin's blown it away, man. Barry,
But
it does worry me though.
Have you looked at this?
Barry's been doing well too.
Barry's been more consistent. But if you look at the three shortest punts, it's been Harvin. If you look at the three furthest punts, it's been Harvin. But it's like he's had a 29-yard punt.
Yeah, that's true. That's bad. That shit.
Yeah. But then on the flip side, he had like a 57-yard punt right down to the 2.
Someone will pick him up.
Yeah, but
we did draft him though. We spent a draft pick on the guy.
Yeah, but we did cut Barry last year and nobody picked him up. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That one's tough. I wish we'd keep them both.
Yeah, but you just can't have 29-yard punts in the NFL.
No,
you can't do that.
He didn't have it in a game though, did he? No, it was practice.
Yeah, I thought he did. No, you had it in practice.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I think it's the rookie, but
hey man, I had a 6-yard.
I'm not
gonna
lose sleep over
time,
that.
So. You remember that?
The 6-yard punt.
Yeah, like shanked off my shin.
Rob Lynn was all pissed off. I know you're watching this.
I shanked off my shin.
That's
He's like, you motherfucker! You were
getting rushed.
I was always getting rushed. Those guys couldn't block wind. I mean, they couldn't block anything, man. But whatever.
But you had a couple 45-yarders, 48-yarders.
I did.
I think so, in my mind.
Big kahuna, man.
No,
I did. I was saying I did. Yeah. I got a leg, man. I got 3. I can really punt. Anyways. So, yeah, and hopefully we can, hopefully we're close on our final 53. But
yeah, but I think there's going to be a couple outsiders we signed for sure, like we talked about. So.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you want a Richard Sherman or anything like that? I mean,
he's kind of an
lock
asshole.
your doors.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is out there corner-wise. Somebody's going to be
I mentioned somebody that was pretty good, but there's going to be people out there, and there's going to be some money situations. As people start cutting, you'll start to see the teams, the good players on teams that know they're going to suck, are going to say, okay, I want traded. And so we're going to start seeing it. I think what we may do in the beginning is we may cut people or demote them down to practice squad who we want to keep, but who we know other places won't take.
Right.
And then keep certain people like Snell or something just to trade them, and then bring the other people back.
That's true. We can do that.
Yeah.
I think Brooks Jr. could circle back around too. I don't think they're going to give up on him.
I don't think so either. He's decent size, man.
So what else is going on? You said that you had some stuff on Kendra Green spoke today.
Green did. He talked to the news about a couple things. He said he's not been told anything about having the starting job, which is interesting. He's been in with the first team, but so has Hassenauer. Yeah. So he just hasn't been confirmed a starter in any way.
Hassenauer is probably a little better pass protector.
I agree.
He doesn't have the get off and the athletic ability Green does to move downfield.
Right.
With the blocks. Maybe they play them both.
Yeah, well, it just seems like Green can't really handle the bull rush.
Right.
And that could just be an experience at center.
I don't want to say he needs to get stronger, but the dude's an ox. He's strong as an ox.
Well, when you watch him and he's actually pushing off from a run block, you watch his legs, the dude's got tree trunks.
I was actually mad listening to another podcast, terrible podcast, that said that he just has limitations and we're just going to have to accept it.
Oh, people can grow. People grow.
He's only a rookie. Relax.
You know what? They said the same thing about Mike Hilton. If you go back and listen, they said the same thing about all these people, and it's like people grow.
Now Hilton's the best corner in the history of the league.
Yep.
He ain't gonna be shit on Cincinnati.
We coach and we practice and we just keep doing it, and people.
They said the same thing about Watt when he came out. He wasn't that good.
Yeah. Yep. Wasted a first-round pick.
Yeah. I remember, man. Yep. I remember.
Green also said today his biggest adjustment of being in the NFL hasn't been the workload, hasn't been anything like that. It's just been the fact that he's playing center instead of guard.
Right.
So
he barely played center.
Yeah, we're asking him to do something he's not.
We would have. Of course, we wouldn't have got Freiermuth.
Freiermuth was a steal. Another thing that those podcasts got wrong.
Creed Humphrey. Of course, I've tried to look and see how he's doing.
There's not much on him.
So I don't know.
He's not starting, is he?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, is he? I thought they had another center.
Would you rather have Creed Humphrey or Pat Freiermuth?
Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah.
If you asked me before the draft, I would have said Creed Humphrey.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Pat Freiermuth right now.
He's a Steeler.
Yeah. And I think people slept on him. I don't know if he should have dropped to the second round.
All right. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or if he did, he should have been earlier.
And then those assholes that said, "Don't take Harris. Don't waste your first round pick on a running back."
Wrong.
It's so funny, man.
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, they said, "Oh, he's gonna
be. Go back and watch.
He's gonna be 23.
Just go back and watch our videos.
Yeah.
You'll see what we
accurate.
Said.
And we've hit all this stuff on nail on the head.
Ben too.
You can see it. It's not like we have like some magical power.
Last year, he can move around better. His arm looks better.
Yeah. Well, we knew his mentality.
Right.
He's gonna do what it takes.
And the dude took a pay cut.
Yeah.
And that's when Colbert, they said, you take a pay cut, we're going to give you the team around.
Build the team, yeah.
And the people are shocked. What do you mean they traded for?
It's funny seeing all these
same
analysts
assholes that said we were going to win 4 games.
Yeah. All these analysts are changing their tune all of a sudden.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we shouldn't sleep on the Steelers. They may be able to compete this year. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Shocker, man. Real shocker. As if we haven't competed for the last 17 years in a row, 18 years in a row. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, that's all. To go back, that's all Green said. I think in other news, we already talked about James Pierre and Lamar Cousins. Tegray Scales got picked up by the Browns.
Did he really?
I mean, yeah, I kind of like him because I like his name, but he's nothing. When that shows, they kind of have some linebacker desperation going on right now.
And you know what? I'm finding out they're not playing their starters in the preseason.
Not
they're
at all.
the only team in our division. Yeah. It's not.
Yep.
They're that arrogant, really? And I'm finding out.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think that people like Stefanski like the players don't like Stefanski like it looked like last year.
Yeah, I've heard he's aggressive.
And what I heard him say about Case Keenum when he threw an interception, he called him out publicly. He shouldn't. He knows better. Tomlin would never do that.
Stuff happens. No, Tomlin wouldn't even pay attention
to
it.
Better, but he wouldn't call a guy out personally like that. You don't do that.
Act like you
belong,
man.
In my opinion, you don't do that. And if they start losing or don't start out like
they'll turn on him fast.
Oh yeah.
Just like Freddie Kitchens, yes. They turn on him fast.
Freddie was
man.
He
was going to be their savior.
Freddie wasn't
after
even
Hugh
a bad
Jackson.
Guy.
Yeah, no, they turn on him fast. So it's we'll see, but I think that they're kind of with their injuries, and I think that they got
a ton of little injuries.
They got a lot of big bumps and bruises
very
arrogant. Camp. Yeah,
in my opinion.
For winning one playoff game in 20 years, that's.
And I made a $500 bet with a guy that will finish better. So we'll see how that goes.
You heard it here first. It is now public on the internet once this uploads. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'll give them credit if they're better, but I'm not ready to right now. I haven't seen it.
No, they got to earn it. You got to earn it.
I haven't heard much about the Bengals. Barrow's playing this week. I heard he looks good, but that one kid looks Jamar Chase is struggling big time.
It's falling apart.
They had a big injury today. Their corner Trey Waynes pulled his hand, might have tore his hand.
Oh shit! Man.
You got hurt last year at this time. That guy's always hurt, ain't he?
I don't know. He's always hurt. But yeah, that sucks.
But don't worry, they got Mike Hilton. They'll be fine. He can play. Actually, it sucks as we have all this cap room. We could have kept Hilton.
Yeah.
But he wanted to go.
Could have kept him and Nelson.
He wanted to go. So I don't think we would have kept Nelson. There was more to that story.
I think that there were some attitude problems, but financially, we could have kept a lot of the people that ended up going. We could have probably, with what we have right now, $20 million. We could have kept. Now I'm glad we didn't. We could have kept Dupree and Hilton.
Man, I like what we have.
I like what we have now better. Yeah.
Bud's a nice guy.
And people forget that Bud didn't. He had one good show
year.
anything
for 3 years.
He didn't even
last through the year again.
Yeah.
It was a fluky injury, but he still didn't make it through the year. That counts for something.
I like the dude, but yeah.
Ravens. I think Ravens look a little better. They're always good though. They're well coached.
We say that now, but just 2 years ago they went 6-10.
That's true. People forget that.
Stuff happens fast. You get the injury bug or you get something and you're just
Lamar's kind of cocky.
He said that no one will figure out his offense.
Just stop him running and figure it out. Receiver.
If you shut down Mark Andrews, you shut down the Ravens.
Yeah, and he's good though. Man.
Because they have no one else past him.
And that's another reason we traded for Schobert.
Yeah. Shut down Mark Andrews, we win the division potentially. Yeah. I mean, it really comes down to something that's simple.
Because I don't think Dobbins is as good of a running back.
He's a B- running back, which is good enough to start. But yeah, especially when you have a running quarterback.
It'll be interesting. I don't think they're going to rush passer that well either, like they think.
Yep.
Houston's not going to be.
I don't think so either. I think he's going to get injured halfway through the season. That's one that I predicted before when people were worried that we were.
They don't have what they had a couple years ago with those guys they had. Monsters.
So speaking of them, I think that Humphrey is the one who said that he is the first one to find the Ben Roethlisberger tell with the whole run versus pass play I'm talking about.
His foot?
Yeah, and Ben did it again this past game.
Yeah, but isn't it like 1 second? Can you really pay attention to that?
It's fast. The NFL's fast though. Some of these players, I mean, if Humphrey's a good safety.
Yeah, he is.
So if you have somebody like that,
you'd think that they'd work on that with Ben though. You'd think that.
Or does it not matter? If we execute the play properly, does it not matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but
it's kind of.
If I was him, I would do it and not do that.
Purposely, yeah. He set it up just like poker.
And then now they won't ever do that again.
Yeah.
But maybe all quarterbacks tell, though. But it is pretty telling. They knew our plays last year, though. A lot of it had to do with that.
You could hear them.
No fans.
Yeah, you could hear them. Yeah. And in Heinz Field this year, you're not going to hear shit.
No, you're not.
No, so.
Unless they make all masks and all that crap again.
Well, they are required.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I'll take one of those beers now, man. So that's all I got to cover on this week, though.
Yeah, this week's, kind of quiet. And we'll see what these final 53 come out. Next week, maybe we'll have an NFL expert on, connection we have, and we need to get some other people who want to come on maybe with us.
Yeah. Sorry, I was fixing the camera.
I don't have any. You have any emails or anything this week?
Nothing that I want to read out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those too. I got one guy that says he emailed us and said that he maybe I will read it.
I saw one guy said online that he's moving to America, huh? From Mexico.
he wants yeah. Let's see.
Is he moving here or is he
I don't know.
Walking here? Like, what is he doing?
I'm not. He didn't. He just said see you soon.
I'm coming to your place. We're gonna do a podcast.
This Daryl Prince. All he said is I am down here in Alabama and probably the biggest Steeler fan here. So Daryl, that's great.
Yeah, that's cool. There's not many in Alabama, so that's cool, man.
So hey, cheers to you, man. Cheers to you, brother.
Hell yeah.
So hey. That's all we got, man.
Please like, subscribe. We appreciate it. We do appreciate all the support everyone's been giving us.
Oh, yeah, it's been great, man.
A ton of subscribers now compared to last year.
If you got any ideas
it's been
for us,
fun.
It'll be so much better when we start talking about games and real games and previewing. And
yeah, and honestly, though, like our email's on the banner thing at the bottom of the screen, but like, email us. We'll read your email. I mean, as long as it's not like inappropriate, tell me to check out your OnlyFans or some shit. I'll read it. I'm not gonna give you an OnlyFans shout out. I got my own page going on here. But yeah, I mean, So yeah, just email us. We'll talk too. Yeah, and we'll do more live shows weekly as well. So
yeah, I appreciate you guys and go Steelers.
Go Steelers.